What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Manchester United versus Arsenal in Old Trafford just ended, and this is my match reaction. Not gonna lie, before the game, if you had offered me a draw, a point, I would have said yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I would have said yeah. That was before I thought Pogba was going to be injured. I thought Rashford may be injured, and I just really wasn't sure what was going to happen with our starting lineup. And then I saw our starting lineup. Let me go through it with you, just so I don't make any mistakes. Gonna use my phone. But I saw Aaron Wan-Bissaka was out, and I wasn't sure if this was a known fact that he was sick. But I was pretty shocked. I wasn't expecting that. David De Gea in goal, normal. Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire. I just said Ari instead of Harry. That was weird. Ashley Young, Axel Tuanzebe. Then in the midfield we had Pogba, Lingard, Andreas Pereira, Dan James and Scott McTominay. And up front, Marcus Rashford, who I thought would be injured. But anyway, I'll start from the start. So we started off well, and we seemed to have most possession. I was happy with it. But in saying that, I think 22 minutes went by, no shots, nothing. We had all the possession, we had everything, but we didn't have any shots, and that's the problem. That is the problem with Manchester United. We literally can do so much, we can work so hard, but we cannot get goals, we cannot take shots. So yeah, it was a bit boring in that case. I do think we dominated the first half, and then Scott McTominay comes with a little banger at the end of the first half. So we're up 1-0, thought it was great way to finish the first half. At least we have something. And I thought, right, we need to keep this up. But of course, it's Manchester United. What do Manchester United do when they go 1-up? They drop back, they hold back, they try and keep a hold of that. And Arsenal in the second half came at us all guns blazing, really. They didn't have many shots, but they came at us. And I said to my dad, I was watching it with my dad, and I said, they're going to score. We're not going to hold on to this. They are going to score. And about 10 minutes later, they did. It was not a great goal. It was a great finish by Aubameyang. But Axel Tuanzebe did make a little mistake, and yeah, VAR, it was deemed offside, and then VAR stepped in and said it was a goal, so that was kind of annoying. So first half, Scott McTominay, little banger, great one, delighted with it, delighted. I didn't do a watch along because I got a new camera you're watching right now, and I don't really know how to stream just yet. I need to get a few more bits so I can do watch alongs, but yeah, I was up screaming, jumping up and down. I actually felt quite emotional when Scott scored, just because a lot of people don't rate him, and I think for me, probably one of my players in the match tonight as well. He just gives so much heart, and he has what it takes. I think he knows what Manchester United is about. That's what I like about him. So for him to score is great, really good. Yeah, so then Aubameyang scores the equaliser, and VAR says it's a goal, and we're back to square one. We look like the United that we've seen all season. We are afraid, we're standoffish, we're static, not doing much. And Arsenal in the second half, they won the second half, that's it. I'll go through my player ratings. I think David De Gea, just a 7, I suppose. He made a couple of good saves. He didn't have too much to do, so I think a 7 is fair. Victor Lindelof, again, I don't know what's wrong with Victor Lindelof this season. Not that he's doing bad, but I do think he looks a little bit shaky. He doesn't look 100% confident. And as well, in like the dying minutes of the game, he kicked the ball. He tried to just boot the ball away, and he just completely mishit it and just swooped it over the other side out for a throw. And it just kind of showed me that I was right. What I was thinking about him the whole game, I just thought he looks a bit shaky, and that was the icing on the cake pretty much. Then Harry Maguire, I think he did really well. He actually had a few chances. He had a shot as well, quite a good shot. So Harry Maguire, did I even give Victor Lindelof a number? No. I'll give Lindelof a 5, a generous 5. Harry Maguire, I'll say a 6. Just 6 is alright. Young, thought he played very well. A lot of people don't rate him. I think Ashley Young is good. He's old, but I think he works very hard. He's clearly fit. He lasts 90 minutes, and I think he did pretty well. So I'm gonna give Young a 6. Tuanzebe, made that little mistake, but a really good performance. I don't want to give him a 5 because of that mistake. I think he did a lot that was good. So, yeah, I have to give him a 5. I think I have to give him a 5, but I really don't want to because, you know, I really want to see more of this guy. But of course he did make the mistake leading to the goal, so it has to be a 5. It has to. I'm sorry. You can give out to me in the comments if you want. Paul Pogba. This is where people might hate me. I'm going to give Pogba a 4. He looked disinterested or uninterested, whatever you want to say. I just think Pogba is way better than what he's performing now. He's better than that. He put a few good balls in. He did play well in some moments of the game. But at the end of the day, when we need him most, he didn't do much. Gave the ball away. He looked just not arsed. Even before the game walking out, he just didn't look arsed. You could say it's because I don't like Pogba. That's not true. I do like Pogba. I want him to do well for us. But at the end of the day, he doesn't want to be here. I was excited to see that he was in the starting lineup, but he continues to disappoint. He continues to disappoint, and it's annoying. You know, you have all the players on the pitch giving everything, and I just feel like he doesn't really bother his arse, and that's my issue. But that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm going to give him a 4. Andres Pereira. Few mistakes, but he did look bright at certain times. He had a decent, I think it was our first shot, he was decent. It was our first shot on goal, and you know, he had a few little step overs, and it was a good save by Leno. But yeah, he did make a few mistakes, so I'll give him a 6, but not his best. But he did work very hard. He had a lot of ball and stuff, but then he did come off in the 74th minute. Dan James, he really excites me. Dan James is, for me, I love watching him. I think he is one of my favourite signings in recent years. We need a player like that. We need a player who knows what Manchester United is all about. He wants to do well for this club. Manchester United for him would be like, whoa. For him, signing for Manchester United would have been like an incredible achievement for him, for his family, for everything, and he knows that, and you can see that playing for Manchester United means so much to him, whereas you have other players who are just like, I play for myself, yeah, that's fine. But Dan James gives everything, and he won us so many free kicks. That's what, you know, we need someone who's going to just run at defenders, and that's what he does. And he gets hacked to the ground, but he gets up, he wins free kicks, and he really does excite me, and I feel like we are going to make something happen with him on the ball. Unfortunately, he didn't score or anything, but I do think he's great, and I'm going to give him a 7. He works hard. He's very good. Definitely good. Okay, Scott McTominay, or Mac Sauce as most call him. I call him Big Mac. I don't know why. I think it's because he's really tall. So Big Mac, again, he's got a lot of heart. Loves Manchester United, knows what the club is about. You can see it on the pitch. He runs around like a madman. I think he will come really, really good for Manchester United. But he has something. He really has something, and I have seen that. So today, I think he was very good. You know, he went in hard on tackles, and then when it came down to that crucial moment, he got the ball, looked up, took a touch, and put it top right hand corner. That's what you want. You want players to score goals. You want players to take shots when they can, outside the box, inside the box, whatever. Scott McTominay, that's what he did. The ball was going to Pogba, and he just couldn't get to it. And Scott McSauce comes in, and he looked calm. That's what you want. You need players to do that. I don't know what it is with Manchester United that we need to like walk the ball over the line, take shots, follow suit, do what Scott did. I'm going to give Scott McTominay an 8. He was my man of the match tonight. And of course Marcus Rashford. I'm sorry, I think I just gave out the whole match, to be honest. I gave out about Rashford the whole match. He didn't do much. Towards the end we got a free kick, and I was giving out that he was taking it. It was right outside the box. Scott McTominay was fouled, and Rashford steps up to take it, and I was like, oh, it's going to go over the bar. Come on, fuck's sake. But actually, it was a really good free kick. Leno had to make a decent save. It was going in. It was definitely going in. kind of middle of the right hand side. It was going in, but I still think Marcus Rashford, for all the chances that he did have, he could have done better. Now, he was put out on the right, and I did see he was playing better there, but still a lot of work to be done for Marcus Rashford. I just think he doesn't have that natural instinct, and that's what annoys me. You know, there were so many moments in the game. There was one in particular that the ball was put across the box, and Marcus Rashford was running in, and he just kind of stopped and was like, if that was me or any other player who wants to score a goal, they would have slid in. They would have saw the ball coming and just slid. It was a wet, rainy day. The ball is put in across the box. Why are you just running like as if you're going to hit it with your head? No. You run in, you slide in, you score it with your balls. I don't care how you score it, you just score it. That's what you do. And I was like, what are you doing? Come on. Like, honestly, watching old games, highlights of old games, and then watching them now, the goals that they scored back in the day, they were just nuts. And they scored anyway. Just any goal. They don't care. Whether it's a beautiful goal or the most funny goal that you will ever see, it's a goal. It wins games. And that's what Rashford needs to do. I think he needs to watch old games. So I will give Rashford a generous 5. A very generous 5. Maybe even a 4. Because he needs to do better. So Fred came on, didn't do too much, I don't think, but of course I do think Fred should have started, in my opinion. Yeah, I can't really rate Fred, to be honest. I didn't see much, but I'll just say I'll give him a 5 just because. Greenwood came on also, again, didn't really see much. He did have a decent shot towards the end, well, a decent chance, I suppose, but yeah, nothing really. So I'll give him a 6. Just average. Him and Fred, maybe I'll just give them both 6. I feel kind of mean. But yeah, that was it. Did I do Lingard? Did I do Lingard? I don't think I did Lingard, sorry. Jesse Lingard runs around like a mental person. Definitely not good enough. Definitely not good enough. He, you know, the Emirates, when he plays against Arsenal, you know, he does do well. He made the Emirates his dance floor. I really thought, okay, for all the hype that this match is getting, Lingard should do something, but he didn't do anything. He was pretty crap. Very, very average. Very average. Just runs around. Like, I really don't see him do much on the ball. So, yeah, has to be a 5. Has to be a 5. But, yeah, look, 1-1. We got a point. It's not a loss. It's Arsenal. It's a difficult team. And we're both kind of in the same predicament. We're both not doing too well. Both managers, all their fans are calling for managers out. I really think we should have won that, though, to be honest. We did have most of the possession, I think. Let me check the stats. But, yeah, it was frustrating. Again, not as frustrating as usual. But, I was nervous towards the end, though. I did think Arsenal may snatch it. Yeah, we had the most possession. We had 55%. We had 4 shots on target. Arsenal had 5. We had 16 shots. Arsenal had 10. There was a lot of yellow cards, actually. Rashford, Pereira, Young, and Jesse Lingard. Then Callum Chambers and Xhaka. Like, I don't really know how to feel about the game. Before the game, I was nervous. And the point, I'm happy with it in a way. But at the end of the day, we're 10th in the league. If we had won that, we would have been 6th. So yeah, it's kind of shit. But we didn't lose, I suppose, and a lot of people probably would have thought we'd lose. Up next we have the Europa League on Thursday, and then we have another game. We have 3 games in 7 days. It's going to be very hard because we don't have many players. Like, if anyone has a knock today, or if anyone is tired, you know, Thursday, it's Monday. Thursday's coming fast. Delighted that we didn't see Matic today. That's one good thing. But yeah. So guys, let me know your thoughts on today's game. Are you happy with the draw, or do you think we should have got 3 points? Like me, I do think we should have got 3 points. But happy with the draw because it's better than a fucking loss, isn't it? Sorry for cursing. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, drop a like, and I'll see you for the next one.